What's up, Capricorn? As always, I hope that this video finds you well and in excellent spirits. If you're new here, my name is Mel, your favorite reader, and I'm the founder of Divine Feminine Works, where I help people unlock their divinity and discover their magic. So if you're new, welcome, and as always, if you're returning, welcome back. So this is going to be the November 2022 tarot scope for the sign of Capricorn. And that's going to be Capricorn Sun, Moon, Rising, or North Node. All right, so let's jump straight in. All right, Capricorn, let's see what we have for you for November. Oh, okay, I like this. We've got Jupiter, and this says abundance. All right, so I feel like things are changing for you, and they're changing in a very abundant way. I think there's a level of expansion that you're going to be having, okay? Now, it's interesting because Jupiter in astrology, if you are a Capricorn rising, Jupiter is going direct in Pisces this month, later in the month. I think it's November 23rd. And so for you, Pisces is your, let's see, Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces. Pisces is your third house, and the third house covers commerce and trade and special skills. So I feel like when you're transacting business, if you have a business, if you're someone who's in sales and stuff like that, I feel like things are going to be changing for the better this month. I feel like things are going to be picking up. I feel like you're going to be experiencing a lot of good luck and good fortune when it comes to business and commerce this month. All right, let's get two more cards for you and see what else we have. That's one. Ooh. All over the place. Maybe some of you have been feeling like you've been all over the place, like things are falling apart. Let's get one more card here. There we go. Thank you. All right, the first card we have is phrases. This says motivation, and it says never give up. All right. And then we have peace, and this says harmony, okay? So yeah, I feel like many of you are coming out of a somewhat turbulent time, or a time where things were less than fruitful. And I feel like you were feeling discouraged. Things may have been a little chaotic as well. I get the sense that things may have been busy, but not busy in a way that was satisfactory to you. Like you could have been doing a lot of work. Let's say you're a business owner, right? And you could have been doing all the things. You're doing a lot of work. You're putting out a lot of content. You're doing a lot of marketing. You're trying to get your products or your services up to par. It's like you're spinning your wheels and nothing was happening, okay? You weren't making the money that you wanted to. You weren't getting the clients. You weren't getting the leads. And it doesn't necessarily have to deal with business, although I feel like that's the overwhelming energy that I'm feeling. But whatever it is, I feel like you were spinning your wheels and you weren't getting results. And I feel like Spirit is like, things are about to turn the corner. Things are about to change in a very positive and abundant way. So you need to keep your spirits up. You really need to keep motivated. This is not the time to quit. If things have been very busy and chaotic, things are about to settle down, but they're going to settle down in a way where you don't have to spin your wheels so much, but you're still reaping more rewards than you were before. Okay. Let's get some more cards and see what else we have here. All right, first card out we have is Ace of Cups. So I feel like there's going to be this energy of renewal. There could be a new relationship coming in. Now, this could be a relationship with a friend, a business partner. I don't get the sense that it's love. I feel like this is a relationship that's just going to be beneficial and abundant, okay? Your cup is going to be refilled. This may not even be a relationship. I feel like you're just entering a stage where you're just emotionally feeling good, where you have enough money or whatever brings you satisfaction is filling your cup, okay? I feel like your cup is being replenished in November, okay? We have this King of Swords. So for some of you, this could be a relationship. It could be a relationship with a King of Swords. This could be a Gemini, a Libra, or an Aquarius. But I also feel like this is going to be a time where you say less, okay? I feel like you're going to be doing a lot more thinking and a lot less talking. Again, I feel like you're coming out of a cycle that was very busy and chaotic. I feel like you were saying a lot. You were marketing a lot. You were advertising a lot. Just doing all the things, doing the most. And I feel like you're going to enter into a stage now where you're saying less, You're probably thinking of the future more. You're thinking of where you want to go, what you want to do. You're not focusing so much on the present, but I think you're focusing more on the future, or you're going into a cycle where you're going to be focusing more on the future. You know, what's interesting, of all the readings I've done so far for November, there's been this energy of transformation. It's almost like you entered Scorpio season one way or as a particular person or in a particular situation, and you're coming out into Sagittarius season completely different. I feel like that's the underlying energy for everybody. So this Scorpio season is extremely transformative for everybody across the board, but especially for you, Capricorn. All right. So let's get another card here. We've got the Devil. All right, this is your card, and no shade. In the Tarot, the Devil is symbolizes Capricorn energy. Yeah, some of you are stepping back into yourselves. I feel like whatever cycle you were in before, you didn't feel like yourself. You didn't feel grounded. You didn't feel stable. You didn't feel goal-oriented or ambitious. You felt very much not like yourself. And I feel like November is a return back to your normal Capricorn self, okay? Now we've got the Lovers. Okay, so some of you, this really could be a relationship, okay? This could be a relationship with someone who's close to you, like literally close to you, like in your vicinity. I also get the sense that when it comes to love and relationships this month, I feel like you're going to experience, like you're going to have a positive uptick in your relationship life. I feel like you're going to feel more grounded, more stable. I feel like this has the opportunity. I feel like you're entering a stage where the bond between you and your partner is going to be stronger. I feel like your communication is going to be less about what's said and more about what is felt. Okay. Or even, I'm getting even like some sort of telepathy. Like you don't even have to say much. I feel like you guys are so close and so bonded that it's almost like you can telepathically communicate with this person. Okay. I also feel like this relationship has staying power. So I'm seeing some sort of commitment. I'm seeing some sort of longevity, peace, and stability in this relationship. And again, it could be with a King of Swords person. Again, that's Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, or just someone who's very contemplative, someone who's very communicative. Okay, let's get 3 more cards here. We've got 2. It almost hit me in the face. We've got 4. That's fine. First card out we have is the Queen of Pentacles. This is you. I see you sitting pretty. Again, there's this energy of stability. There's this energy of calm and peace, right? Things may have been chaotic, but I feel like things are about to get a lot calmer in November. Then we have the 7 of Cups. So I feel like there's a lot of options for you. I feel like you have a lot of choices to make. I feel like your well may have been very dry before. This is the overwhelming energy I'm getting for you. It's like you had an empty cup. And you know, when you have an empty cup, you don't have many options. It's almost like if you're in the desert and you're starving or you're extremely thirsty. If you really wanted water, but someone came up to you with fruit punch, would you be like, nah, I don't want that fruit punch? I mean, you might, because fruit punch is not necessarily the best. But it's almost like you were in an element of desperation or an element where you didn't have that many choices. I'm hearing beggars can't be choosers. And that's sort of the cycle that you were in before. But now you're in a cycle where you've got a lot of options. Your cup is full. So if someone comes up to you with fruit punch, you can be like, nah, I'm good. I'll stick with the water that I have, or I'll stick with the drink that I have. So many of you have a lot of options right now where you didn't before. This could also be in love, right? You may have had a situation where you had a dry spell. And you felt like you had to entertain people that you really didn't want to because you felt like you wanted to be in a relationship or you didn't want to be alone or what have you. But now I feel like you're going to have a lot of options. And so what really feels good to you, what feels natural to you, you're going to hold on to that rather than take something out of desperation. We've got the 3 of Pentacles. This relationship, if this has to do with a relationship for you, I feel like this relationship is very solid. You're going to be in a relationship with someone you can build with. I see longevity with this, longevity, blessings. You can really build with this person, build something amazing, build something very stable, which is very much emblematic of Capricorn energy. You guys aren't, with anything that you do, it's all about stability and status for you. You want to build a solid foundation. You don't want anything that's fly by night or something that's just a fling or that just feels good for the moment. You guys want something that has staying power. And I feel like this relationship that you're about to enter into, or this new phase of a relationship that you're currently in, it's going to have a lot of stability, staying power, and you're going to be able to build with this person. Okay. And then we have the Two of Swords. Now, typically the Two of Swords denotes not being able to make a decision and feeling stuck. But this just lets me know that this situation is here to stay. You're getting back to yourself, and this abundant situation, it's not going anywhere, okay? Your cup is going to be filled. You're going to be with someone who you can build with. It's almost like you're also going to be able to cut out the distractions. Remember I said before that you got a lot of options. It's almost like that situation, like, you know, when you're single and you're like, okay, I want to be in a relationship, you find it harder to get into a relationship. But if you're in a relationship, it's like you've got people flocking to you left and right. That's the situation I'm seeing for you, Capricorn. It's like now that you're stable, now that you're not in the desert anymore, now that you're no longer in a dry spell, you've got all these options. But I feel like you know who you want to be with, or you know the type of person that you want to be with, and you're not willing to settle. And so I feel like you're going to be able to quiet all that noise. Even though you're getting a lot of attention or you have a lot of options, I feel like you're not entertaining them. Whatever it is that you want, you're sticking with it. It's sticking with you, and you're going to be able to build something long lasting with this person. Or this could be a situation, right? It doesn't necessarily need to be a relationship per se. This could all have to do with a situation. And I feel like whatever situation this is, let's say it's a job, right? I feel like when you were looking for a job, when you didn't have one, it was so hard to find a job. Now that you finally found a job, it's like you're getting all of these, hey, interview here, or this job is open. You're like, nah, I'll stick with what I have. And what you have, you can build with that company, you can grow with that company, and it's here to stay. It's not going anywhere. It's stable, secure, and peaceful. All right. Let's see. Do we need any clarification here? Yes. Let's get a clarification on this King of Swords card. Let's see what this is. Almost like this King of Swords doesn't want to be clarified. Let's see. There we go. We've got the Nine of Wands. Interesting. So there's this element of having to push a little farther, okay? I feel like this stability is like, it's coming. It's not necessarily here yet, okay? So you're still going to be in a dry spell for a little bit. I feel like by the end of November, that's when you're going to see your cup full. That's when you're going to experience this stability. But I feel like you've got to push just a little harder. You've got to make your way through the desert for just a little bit longer before you can reach the Oasis, okay? Let's get some clarification on this Lover's card. Let's see if this is a relationship or a situation or both. Let's see. We've got Death. Interesting. So it's a transformation. For some, and I'm getting very, very few, this could be the ending of a relationship, but I highly doubt it. I feel like this situation or this relationship, it's undergoing an extreme and profound transformation. This is also emblematic of Scorpio season. So you know how I said that you had to push a little farther, you had to go just a little farther through the desert in order to reach the Oasis? That's the essence of Scorpio season. That's what Scorpio season is looking like for you. So I feel like Scorpio season is going to find you still pushing, sort of still experiencing a little bit of that instability, a little bit of that dry spell. But I feel like by Sagittarius season, most definitely by the end of November is when you're going to reach the Oasis finally. Okay. Let's see. What else do we need to clarify here? Let's clarify this Devil card. Let's see what this is about. We've got Strength, okay? You need to have the courage to be yourself, meaning that you need to know that things are going to work out, okay? And so you need to sort of dig deep a little bit. For some of you, this may require a bit of soul searching to figure out who exactly you are, what exactly you want, and what exactly you want the situation or relationship to be like. You just have to be yourself. You have to get back to yourself. Many of you have strayed away from your typical Capricorn characteristics. And I feel like Scorpio season is going to have you revisiting those and doing some soul searching and finding yourself again. Okay. I feel like that element of being yourself is really important going into November. So if you found that you don't feel like yourself, you've sort of stepped away from who you are, I feel like Scorpio season is all about reintroducing yourself back to yourself. Okay. So by and large, November looks good. I feel like you've transitioned, or you're transitioning from a period of things not going so well, being in a dry spell, to November, where by the end of November, I feel like you guys are going to have reached the Oasis, okay? I feel like when it comes to either a relationship or a situation, I feel like whatever is solidifying, whatever this Oasis is, it's here to stay. It's peaceful. It's something or someone who you can build with. You're going to have a lot of options coming at you. Again, you were in a dry spell and now you're at an oasis where you've got water all over the place, right? You've got a lot of options, but I feel like the option that you stick with, all right? And it's in finding yourself that you're going to be able to find the situation or the relationship that's perfect for you. And in doing so, that relationship is going to have staying power. It's going to be stable. It's going to be productive. You're going to be able to build in this relationship, build with this person, or build in this situation, and enjoy abundance. Enjoy your cup being full. As a matter of fact, your cup is going to be running over by the time everything is said and done. All right, so November's looking pretty good for you. All right, so now I'm going to pick 3 rapid fire cards. One's going to be relationship, one is going to be career and money, and the third is going to be just general advice for the month. All right, so let's start with relationship. Let's see what we have for you, Capricorn. All right, relationships. We've got the triggered card, okay? Now, this doesn't mean, I'm not getting like you're emotionally triggered. I feel like this is like at a track meet, when it's time to start running, they fire that gun. That's what I feel like this is. It's the catalyst. So November, I feel like, is the jumpstart. It's the catalyst. I want you to pay attention to the lunar eclipse on November 8th. There's something about that I'm hearing that's almost like the catalyst for you in terms of everything having to do with this reading. So something's going to be jump started. I feel like this transformation or this new cycle is going to be started very quickly in November, particularly around the time of the lunar eclipse on November 8th. All right, let's get a card for career and money. Okay. We've got the Goddess. All right, interesting. So this is about being in your feminine energy. This is about being receptive. So I feel like in terms of career and money in November, it's not about being action oriented. It's about being receptive and attractive. So maybe you feel like you've been doing a lot in the past to make money. You feel like you've been spinning your wheels. I feel like November is going to be a month not about taking action, but about creating the environment to attract these things to you. So you may have to change up your strategy in November in terms of how you make money. It's not being active about it. It's about being receptive and creating an environment that attracts money to you, right? And then let's get one last card as general advice for the month. There we go. All right, we've got chaos and conflict. And remember what I said before, I feel like you're coming out of a situation that was chaotic, that may have been unstable or like a dry spell almost. I want you to take a good look at this card. Look at where this zebra giraffe looking thing is in, right? Looking like a desert, right? I feel like you guys are going through a dry spell. And this is very interesting. You see, it's a zebra covered in giraffe print, but the giraffe print is coming off, revealing that it's actually a zebra. This is letting me know that, yes, there's this element of you guys returning back to yourself, getting back to your normal Capricorn self. Some of you may have put on the facade of a giraffe in order to get things done, in order to make things happen, right? But again, because of this Goddess card, right, about being receptive and creating an environment to attract, being your normal Capricorn self is what's going to get you out of this dry spell. All right. So don't try to be something or someone that you're not. Everything that you want requires you to just be authentically you this month. All right. So be authentically you. It'll get you out of that dry spell, and you're going to be entering into an oasis of abundance, Capricorn. All right, so that has been your monthly November 2022 tarot scope. I sincerely hope that you were able to get at least one important message from this reading. Speaking of readings, if you'd like to book a personal reading with me, those links are in the description box below. Thank you so much for tuning in. Happy November, and I will see you in my next video. Take care.